Hey now, welcome back Pokemon trainers. This is your friendly neighborhood Bulldoze, and today we're at the Sceptile Premier Challenge 2 at Outpost 2000 in Coon Rapids, Minnesota. We're in round 1. On the top of your screen is going to be Richard Wehmas, and on the bottom is going to be Landon Williams. Richard's going to start with a Togekiss and a Lapras versus Landon's Politoed and Tornadus. Politoad's going to start up some Rain using its ability. I believe it's called Rain Dish. No, Rain Dish is the one that heals itself. Rain Dance, maybe? I always forget the names of these things. Landon is selecting his move from his Tornadus, and looks like he's going for an Air Slash possibly. Or he's looking to switch out his Pokemon. He brought in with him Kabutops and a Gastrodon. And he's going to instead attack with the Tornadus. Best guess you're going to use Tailwind on this, or Air Slash on the Lapras. It's not going to do a whole lot of damage. Because Lapras has just a ton of HP. Got Politoed going next, and looks like we're going to see a Focus Blast out of that Politoed, or potentially an Ice Beam. Got a Water-type attack on a Flying-type Pokemon, trying to Scald and burn the Togekiss, which does work. Togekiss is burned, which means its physical attack is dropped. Air Slash is going to hit the Lapras for a small amount of damage. It's like a Tailwind comes in from the Togekiss, increasing speed. Then we had some Ice attack. I couldn't figure out which one that was quickly. There's a Citrus Berry restoring 30 HP of health to the Togekiss. Right now, Richard's Tailwind. Don't worry about it. Tailwind is allowing his team to go first. I didn't see all the attacks that Landon was going to use, but pretty much no matter what, Richard's Pokemon will get to go first. There's an Air Slash on the Tornadus. Politoed drops a Scald down on the Togekiss. I don't know why you would use that, but there's Freeze Dry on the Tornadus. It's going to get very close to knocking it out. The Tornadus is going to restore some health with a Citrus Berry. Tornadus is going to use Air Slash for, again, another small amount of damage on the Lapras. Drops it down to about half of its HP remaining. Togekiss Burn drops it down into the red. And now we get back to choosing the moves. Looks like Landon is going to try and set up his Tailwind, but it's probably not going to work because that Tornadus isn't going to be fast enough to outspeed the Togekiss. Although, maybe Tailwind goes first? I think Tailwind might have... Prankster makes Tailwind go first. Good information, but the Tornadus is going to get knocked out from Togekiss. Politoed uses another Scald, which is going to knock out the opponent's Togekiss. Now each Pokemon. There's a Freeze Dry, which is going to knock out the Politoed. And we now have 2 Pokemon remaining for Landon versus 3 Pokemon remaining for Richard. Landon just has his Kabutops and Gastrodon to send out. So Kabutops comes out, and Gastrodon. Both of them sharing a good portion of their types. I believe they're one's Water Rock, the other Water is Ground. The other is Water Ground. And Richard sends out a Medicham. And it looks like he's trying to select his move. He's thinking about that Scald again, or Earth Power. But he can't really switch out. He has to keep attacking. Gotta protect. Double protect going in. So Medicham is going to Mega Evolve into Mega Medicham. This is probably the first time I've seen a Mega Medicham used ever. in competitive play at least. Kabutops protects. Gastrodon protects. There's a detect from the Medicham, so everybody's trying to just protect themselves. I think they're waiting for the there goes the Tailwind, so now Landon's team will pretty much always go first. Didn't see what the first team was, but there's a Scald onto Medicham. Protect from Lapras. Rock Slide. Nessie protects itself. Medicham's going to take a pretty good amount of damage. About a quarter of its health. And Kabutops loses some HP. Medicham flinches. There's a Scald onto Medicham. Bring it down to very little HP, and that burn's going to knock out the Medicham. Rain stops, and Medicham gets knocked out from its status condition. Garchomp to the 4. We got 2 Pokemon versus 2 Pokemon remaining. Ice Beam going to come forth against that Garchomp. Though Garchomp is just going to straight protect itself. Lapras is going to try and attack. I was wrong with the priority on that. Rock Slide comes out, going to knock out the Lapras, and I believe Richard is now down to his last Pokemon, which is that Garchomp. So Garchomp protects itself, Tailwind peters out, so now Garchomp is the fastest Pokemon on the field. It's going to need to knock out that Gastrodon pretty much immediately, because Gastrodon is the only thing on the field that can one-shot the Garchomp. I'm not sure if the Garchomp can knock it out, though. It's going to use a Rock Slide, which is not going to knock out either one of those Pokemon. Not very effective on Gastrodon. Waterfall. Gastrodon takes the attack and raises his own special attack, I believe. Ice Beam knocks out the Garchomp, and Landon wins round 1 by the score of 2 Pokemon remaining to none. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you next time.